You said give nature a chance. Could you please explain this?
I really meant that I've been most inspired by nature. Nature is the first thing I think about, and I encourage my students to think about before architecture. And architecture for me is just a device to enjoy nature. It should be seen like that. And that's really what I meant by giving nature a chance, because we don't have a choice. Nature controls us, it's not the other way around, of course. But for architects, I think the way to appreciate nature is to build less. Because actually I found with sailing and rowing, and the smaller the boat, the more you enjoy the proximity to the water and the sounds and the ducks and the swans and the sky and the sunlight, and when you have a very small boat. And this is true with architecture. For me, the smaller the architecture, the bigger the nature. So I say less material, more nature. That's important.
You showed us your micro-compact house. How did you come to this idea?
Mm-hmm. Well, as I said, I've been a sailor most of my life, and I enjoy light construction in boats and enjoy the compression of space. So, for example, in an aircraft, we have high-quality space now in good airlines like Swiss and Lufthansa and so on. And you can experience the nature beautifully from such a small space. And then I start to research the Japanese tea house, the Japanese culture. And then we mixed Munich students, my students in Munich, with my students in Tokyo. And the Microhome was the product, a student home, which is for one person, 1.5 people. And then you have this immediate compression. And therefore, nature becomes extremely important in that situation.
Is this a suggestion of urban living?
Yes, I think it is. And I would hope it is. And this is combined with good landscaping. Again, we can use the land more productively. But it's essentially a house, transitional house, from being with the family to having a family. And there's a place in between where young people they leave school, and they're in the city, and they need somewhere sweet and good technology to live without having to buy a lot of furniture and pictures and all this junk that we buy, And this little house, that means you don't need anything. You can move in with your toothbrush and you have everything you need. It's to me, this is real architecture. It's not just garages for sofas, which is often, people build a room and then they stick a sofa in it, a nice sofa or a bad sofa, doesn't matter. It's still, not thinking about the integration of technology and how rich we can make small architecture. And I think there's a great future in that, in teaching, in architecture schools, and in architectural offices as well in the future.